Hey everybody, my name's Marty. I'm the personal training manager here at World Gym La Plata. I work for Longevity Studios. We're the company that provides all the training services here. Today we're going to be covering a piece of equipment called the seated hamstring curl. We're going to go over how to use the piece of equipment, and we're also going to cover maybe a couple different ways that you can set it up. So as you can see, we're going to be here at the seated leg curl. This is actually going to focus on the hamstring musculature of the back of the leg. This is designed to flex the knee and pull the knee behind you.
Go.
So with the seated hamstring curl, there are actually two adjustments, and then you can select your weight with the selectorized system. The first adjustment is actually this adjustment right here. What you're going to do is actually pull this knob out away from the machine, and the calf pad can adjust in order to fit the length of your leg. The second adjustment is going to be right here. This little trigger is going to allow the seat to move forward and back, allowing you to align your knee up with the machine properly. The final adjustment on the machine is the weight. Anytime you see one of these switches pushed over to green, that is going to be the active weight on the machine. You can get in between these weights by adding a 5-pound slide from the top.
Okay.
Now it's time to hop on board the seated hamstring curl. So here we go. You basically just drop down into the seat, and now we're going to finally adjust the machine to fit me, and you'll adjust it to fit you as well. The things I'm looking for first and foremost is to line the side of my knee up with the pivot point on the machine. In order to do so, I'm going to go back to my trigger right here on the handle and slide my body back by pushing with my hands and lining the side of my knee up with the pivot point on the machine. The next adjustment is going to be the calf pad. You want this pad to fall right above your heel, so right on your Achilles tendon. In order to test this out, we're going to grab the racking mechanism, sit back, give it a push forward, throw your legs up on top of the machine. You go ahead and slowly set down the racking mechanism. Once you've done that, if the pad is in a good spot, it's going to sit right on the back of that Achilles tendon. From there, you're ready to start your movement by bracing your core and pushing yourself back in the seat.
All right, go.
That's all I do. All right, so I've just finished my last rep. I'm going to grab the racking mechanism below me, bring my legs down off of the machine, and the reason we choose this machine is to isolate the hamstrings on the back of the leg. Isolation is a very good technique if you're really looking to specifically choose a muscle group that you'd either rather strengthen or tone up. In this case, focusing on the hamstrings, you can choose a repetition range between 8 and 12, which in general is going to give you strength and muscle size gain. You want to choose a weight on your weight rack that's challenging enough so you reach that fatigue point right towards the end of your set. In my experience in training, I have been introduced to a ton of different questions on how to use different machines in different ways. I've even seen some really entertaining stuff in the gym. You'd be surprised what people try to do with their head and neck in here. But what I'm going to show you next is kind of a little trainer tip that we use to provide strength equivalence for a different muscle group inside of the body. So inside of your body, you've got your hamstrings. I'm going to choose my weight appropriate for a single leg. I'm going to set my single leg up on the machine, bring the other leg and keep it up above. From here, brace yourself as usual. Curl underneath once, and then back up to start position. Choose the opposing leg, so now my left, curl underneath once, come back to starting position. This is going to give you an idea of which hamstring is actually stronger. From there, you can overload the weak side to catch your hamstrings back up. So in my case, I'm going to be working on my right hamstring for one extra set every time I do this machine until I feel as though the hamstrings have reached an equivalent strength. So that's the basics of the seated leg curl provided by Longevity Studios. Like I said, my name is Marty. I'm the managing trainer up here at World Gym La Plata. I hope you've really gotten a lot out of this because I know I have enjoyed teaching it, and that'll just about do it.